guys, and welcome back to Kellie TV. If you were hoping for more violence on the following, well, that's exactly what you got in this episode. You can always count on some craziness in the following, and it was just as crazy as it always is. So let's talk about Corbin. No more peaceful Micah and his wife means Joe can just allow the killing to begin, and that's exactly what happened in this episode. Now he's having members of Corbin kill other members of Corbin as part of a sacrifice. We all knew this was going to happen, but it's always disturbing when we see someone on that show just stab someone like they did right at the beginning of this episode. Okay, so things progress from there, and then we learn that Robert is not so sure that Joe is the great prophet that he thought he was, which I thought that this would be coming. What did you guys think? So it seems like Robert is going to sway away from the Corbin cult, and Joe doesn't want that to happen. So he recruits Emma to persuade him to come to his senses, which she does. So do you think that Robert is safe in this show? I don't at all. I think that his days are seriously numbered. So we had another grand massacre in public, and this one was at a restaurant. But we learned that one of the show's main characters from this season is behind some of the shenanigans going on, and that is Lily Gray, who has returned with longer hair, probably a wig, and her main goal in this episode is to reunite those creepy twins, her son. Do they make your skin crawl? Because they totally creep me out. So she's got to get her twin out of the hospital and reunite him with the other creepy twin. I can't even keep their names straight because they are so creepy. I think it's the same actor playing both parts, but he is very, very creepy and very good at that role. So she successfully gets them back together, but that doesn't happen. They don't reunite to the end of the episode, but she does successfully get the injured twin out of the hospital, but not before a crazy confrontation between Mike and some other woman that she's hired, and a lot of people end up dying in the hospital, so it's a big, huge mess. Okay, let's talk about Mandy. Mandy has been having her doubts about Joe and the whole Corbin thing, and I was kind of sad when she killed her mom at the beginning. If any of you watch True Blood, then you'll recognize her mom from that show, but her mom was kind of rude, so I guess she had it coming. Still, Mandy is super naive, and she just hasn't really felt comfortable with Joe's relationship with Emma, and she just doesn't feel at home in Corbin, or at Corbin. So you see that she's starting to plot, like search on the internet, trying to escape. We know that's what she's going to do, and then we find out later in the episode she makes, well, a pretty dumb mistake, because for some reason she calls one of the twins thinking that he's going to help her. If you saw the preview for the next episode, then you know that no, Mandy, you made the wrong decision. Alright, so let's talk about Carrie. So Carrie and Ryan have this thing going, and I have never trusted Carrie from the beginning. There's just something about her that I think is shady, and you know how this show goes. I always feel like there's some people in the show that we have trusted for most of the season, and then they turn out to be working for Joe. So I'm wondering, is Carrie this person? Is she actually on Team Joe, or is it someone else? What do you guys think? Do you think any of the guys are bad guys who we think are good guys? Anyway, she totally has this thing for Ryan. She's pursued him from the start. But what about Claire? I was so excited to see Claire once again in another episode, and what a perfect ending to this episode when Claire is reunited with Ryan, and you see his jaw drop because he thought that she was dead and he was totally devastated. So I am hoping, fingers crossed, that these two get back together and Carrie gets the boot. Are you guys Team Ryan and Claire? Because I sure am. So what did you think about tonight's episode? I'm looking forward to next week's episode. It looks pretty good too. It looks like a lot of drama, a lot of stabbing, a lot of violence, which we have come to expect with this show. Oh, and don't forget, I was live chatting tonight on this really cool app called Zeebox, and on Zeebox it's a free app where you can talk about the show live with other fans of the show. So I had a great time talking to fans of the show. I will be back every single week that the following is on, and you can chat with me live there and share all your thoughts as we do a play-by-play of each part of the show, and I will put that link down below so you can join me next week, and I think that you will absolutely love it. So again, leave me your thoughts about this episode down below. I hope you're enjoying my TV reviews, and I also hope you have a great day. Goodbye.